Hello fans and friends, and welcome to another video. My name's Keir Smith. For today's video I'm going to show you 13 records that I've bought over the last few months, and they are all relative to the wonderful genre of music that is progressive rock. I've had a great few months listening to loads of progressive rock, going back through all of those early Genesis albums that admittedly I didn't know that well, going through Yes's extensive back catalogue, a bit of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Gentle Giant, you get the picture. 11 of the 13 records that I'm going to show you I bought at a second-hand music store in Nottingham city centre, Rob's Records. He's been there for over 50 years and he's got tons of second-hand records, all genres, nicely priced. If you're ever in Nottingham, be sure to check him out. Nottingham city centre, Hertz Yard, Rob's Records. And I also bought a couple of records cheap at a local record fair just down the road from where I live actually. So 13 records in total to show you. Here's what I bought. I'll start with this Prog masterpiece. This is Brain Salad Surgery by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It's the die-cut sleeve, fabulous artwork by the great H.R. Geiger. Really pleased with that. It cost me £4. A bit of ring wear on the back. It's a little bit rough, but I can't complain. Here's the inner sleeve. Now this folds out. I won't fold it out all the way because it has got a little bit of a tear, but I'll show you Cole Palmer's lovely face there. And there's the record. It's in pretty good nick to say it's 50 years old. I'd probably go as far to say that Brain Salad Surgery is my vinyl find of the year. It's my favourite Emerson, Lake and Palmer album. Carnival 9, Still You Turn Me On, etc. Fantastic. Up next is an intriguing record by a band that I know very little about, other than they're from the Netherlands and they had a top 10 hit with this album in the UK and the US. This is Focus, Moving Waves. The sleeve isn't in the best condition, but I picked this up for a £5 and I'm pleased to say that the record's in very good condition. And there's a 22.5-minute side-long epic called Eruption with 15 distinctive parts. So I'm really looking forward to hearing that. Up next is a record by Prog giants Genesis. This is Wind and Wuthering. This is after Peter Gabriel, of course, and the last album that Steve Hackett appeared on before he bowed out. And this is in really nice condition. I think I paid £5 for it. There's the front and back. And a nice lyric sheet that houses the record. And there's the vinyl on the famous Charisma label. I've got a couple of Mike Oldfield records to show you now. This one is Omadorn, or Omadorn, I'm not sure how you say it. Here's the inner sleeve with Mike Oldfield and the gang. And here's the record. Two side-long pieces. I've only listened to side one, but I really enjoyed it. Ethereal vocals and really nice guitar work, so I'm just going to play the record in its entirety with my downtime tomorrow. And this next Mike Oldfield record that I'm going to show, I actually bought before Omadorn, so I've actually played this twice. This is QE2. There's the inner sleeve. And here's the record. Mirage is an early favourite from this album, and Phil Collins plays drums on a few tracks, which is always a good thing. And I paid £4 each for these, so really pleased with both of them. And Mike Oldfield's so talented. I'm going to have great fun going through his back catalogue. Up next is another record by a band that I know next to nothing about, other than I've heard Scott on his channel, the Prog Corner, go on about them a few times. So this is Renaissance, Azure d'Or. Again, £4, cheap and cheerful, so I picked it up and I'll take a chance on it. Again, I'll try and get around to listening to this tomorrow. There's the front cover and the back cover. Lyric sheet housing the record. And there's the record on the Warner Brothers label. And I bought this live Marillion record from 1984, recorded in Canada and Leicester, England. This is Reel to Reel. Front cover, back cover. Here's the inner sleeve. Some nice pictures there. There's only 6 songs on this record, but it's got Forgotten Sons and The Garden Party on it. So that's 7 records. The last 6 are all Yes or Yes related, starting with the much maligned Tormato album from 1978. There's the inner sleeve with the lyrics. And here's the record in pretty good condition. And I like Tormato. Don't Kill the Whale. I love Circus of Heaven. On the Silent Wings of Freedom, the ballad by Chris Squire, Onward, beautiful. Tormato, pleased to get this. This one is a special edition 12-inch single with Going for the One on one side, backed with Awaken, both taken from my favourite Yes album, Going for the One. There's the back cover. Here's the record sleeve, and before you start thinking that's unusual, someone's drew this on themselves. But the songs are edited down. I haven't listened to this yet, but you've got Going for the One on one side, only 3 minutes 40 long, and Awaken on the second side, titled Awaken Part 1, running at just 6 minutes 40. But a little bit rare, £4, both songs from my favourite Yes album, so I had to have it. Up next is an absolute steal. I got this for £1.50 at a record fair. This is John Anderson's Elias of Sunhillow. Front cover, back cover, and a really nice gatefold. Here's the insert sleeve with lyrics. This is a really beautifully packaged album, and the record's in very good condition. I'm looking forward to playing this again. I know it's really good. I've got it on CD, but admittedly, I've not played it for a good couple of years. And I bought Song of 7, which again was that nice price that I keep talking about, £4. Here's the inside sleeve with lyrics. It's a bit torn there and at the side there, but I'll take it. And here's the record in good condition on the Atlantic label. And I really enjoyed listening to Song of 7. This is a really good album. Short, catchy pop songs, and there's such great spirit behind everything that John Anderson does. I dig him. I won't have a bad word said against him. And rounding off the John Anderson love, I also picked up Animation from 1982. There's the inside sleeve. This is on the Polydor label, and I'd heard that this was a little bit heavy with the 80s production, but I don't mind that. If an album's made in 1982 or 1984, 85, whatever it may be, it sounds like it was made in the 80s, and that's just the way it is. No use grumbling about it. But as it goes, I don't think that the production was too heavy on this. And again, these are good songs, infectious melodies, Animation, All in a Matter of Time, Unlearning, good stuff. And lastly, a bit of Rick Wakeman. This is Criminal Record. Here's the interesting inner sleeve. And here's the record. And this has Chris Squire and Alan White on it, so a certain amount of yesness is present. So there you go, 13 records, all relatively cheap and all keeping my prog fire burning bright. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please let me know what you think of these records in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, peace.